LA is a pile of smoldering trash, and the rats are fighting over the refuse. It is disgusting and indefensible what has been done to the City of Angels, gone straight to hell. And somebody who remembers how great the city actually could be, Spencer Pratt, a reality television star from the early aughts. What does that remind you of? Who just wants to make LA great again, is delivering banger after banger and winning the hearts and minds of Angelinos with ads like this one. Many people calling this one of the best 30-second ads in the history of politics.
This is where Mayor Vass lives. You notice something? Or here, where Nikia Raman's $3 million mansion sits. They don't have to live in the mess they've created where you live. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor, for my sons and the rest of us Angelinos that want to stop these corrupt politicians from destroying our city. We are going to get the golden age of Los Angeles back. This is where Mayor
every single hero and villain needs an origin story. This is the hero origin story right here. This shot right here is a money shot. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, the money is on Spencer Pratt. Now, Spencer Pratt killed it in last night's LA mayoral debate. 80% of the debate watchers say Spencer Pratt won. This is a wake-up call for all of LA. Let's explain why. In fact, 88% say Spencer Pratt won. He's running against Nikki Raman, who whatever the hell that she is. She's like some type of like DEI communist. And Karen Bass, who's also, let me check here. Let's just go back to my notes. Oh yeah, a DEI communist. LA, a once great city, of course, has been collapsing in real time before our very eyes. It's been happening certainly over the last couple of decades, but it's accelerated. And now it's time for a change. Spencer Pratt is blowing him out with this polling win. Spencer Pratt's reaction to, here's Nikki Raman attacking him, is hilarious. We need more of this. This is Trump, by the way. This is LA Trump. Watch this.
This idea of what Los Angeles looks like. This is really not this. I'm not sure how to respond to that vision of Los Angeles. This is a MAGA Republicans' idea of what Los Angeles looks like. This is really not this.
Can you see the reality TV star shining through? Spencer Pratt going banger after banger against Nikki Raman, and it was a total bloodbath. Everybody posting this GIF. This is exactly what Trump used to do. You know, it's very interesting. You got these Nikki Ramans who weren't born in LA. They're not from LA. They're not from America. They're not here as a part of this experience that people have had in LA, living there in the golden era of LA, what many would argue would be sort of like the early 2000s, late 90s, sort of the LA noir period. And Nikki Raman didn't remember that. She's only remembered hellscape LA. She's only ever remembered communist burning, trash bin, race riots, race wars, homeless encampments on the street, total collapse LA. That's all Nikki Raman knows. So to have somebody like Spencer Pratt, who many are saying gives 2016 Trump energy vibes, type of energy that upsets elections and leaves slimy politicians sputtering and confused because they know they're going to get blown out of the water and they don't know how to respond to it. You have somebody in here that's like just kind of scorching and a tribute to a different LA, an LA that was a much better LA. They kind of know the game now, tried to cut away as quickly as possible, knowing what this would become, but he snuck it in. Spencer Pratt dares Nikki Raman to go offer beds to the homeless, saying she'd be stabbed in the neck.
Below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her. Treatment first. I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's going to offer treatment for. She's going to get stabbed in the neck. These people do not want a bed. They want fentanyl or super meth. These ideas cost us over $400 million to house for 70, what did you say? 3,000 people for $400 million. This is absolute failure for both of them. They're a team. Treatment first.
It is the Trump vibes, man. Well said. The obvious solution to homelessness is to criminalize it, lock up every homeless person in a prison or a mental institution. Problem solved. It's literally that simple. Spencer Pratt just said way too many politicians are scared to admit they don't want a bed. They just want fentanyl.
Housing thing. She had to say, Councilwoman Robin acts like she doesn't have any authority with this homelessness. She was the third most powerful person in city council. She runs the homeless housing thing. She acts like this is just Mayor Bass. First off, inside safe. I like to say inside safe makes all of us outside unsafe. The reality is no matter how many beds you give these people, they are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem. Nithya, Councilwoman Robin's plan for treatment first. I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's going to offer treatment for. She's going to get stabbed in the neck.
Ooh, baby. And by the way, this is just going nuclear. Hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, when was the last time an LA mayoral race got millions and millions of views across social media? Simple question. Should non-citizens be allowed to vote? Get a load of this.
Well, first of all, when you say
non-citizens, should they be allowed to vote in local elections? Is this a yes or no, Mr. Pratt?
No.
Mayor Bass?
it depends. It's not a yes or no.
Depends on what?
Well, first of all, when you say non-citizens, it doesn't mean they're here illegal. It doesn't mean they're undocumented. They could have green cards. They could be here perfectly legal. And there's a lot of states and cities that do that on very, very local elections. We have to see
Very,
what the
very
council
local.
is proposing.
Councilmember Bremen.
Yeah, I would say, again, it does depend. In other places, school boards have
It was a yes or no question.
non-citizen,
Yes or no?
non-citizen.
Non-citizen.
They can't even answer. If only Americans and Los Angeles residents should be allowed to vote. Total fraud. Pass the test tonight. This is local LA commentariat saying Spencer Pratt is it. He effectively channeled the anger of a lot of Angelenos in the state and the city. And again, he's just a throwback to what LA used to be. Watch Spencer Pratt immediately after the debate.
Just quickly, did you do what you needed to do tonight?
I mean, I would have liked 3 more hours. We got a lot of failures to talk about that these people have. So we should run it back. Part 2. Appreciate it. Don't forget to vote. Send your ballots in right now. Spencer Pratt.
Just quickly.
We should run it back. Spencer Pratt reveals how Hollywood producers are now forced to hire gang members for security due to Councilwoman Rahman's dirty race communism.
But Rahman will tell you, my husband's a producer, blah, blah, blah. The reality is she's been in power for 5 years. Now, all of a sudden, she has these tweets and these posts, and she's doing Substacks. Both of these people have been the reason why there's no more Hollywood. Not to mention, even if they do, these things, we're still going to have drug addicts all over the street because they're treatment first, open beds, not mandatory treatment. Do you know I talk to producers? They have to pay gang members right now to keep the streets safe.
Torching it. Spencer Pratt is our guy, especially after last night's debate, seeing his social media and politics. Spencer Pratt really seemed like a conservative, better than Mandami communication skills. I hope he wins in Los Angeles. We need him. It's incredible to see a guy get a spotlight because local LA politics is the most insane, bizarre shit show. You get desensitized to it, but this actually did happen. She walked out of the hearing when people were pleading with police to save the abused dogs. Not holding any punches, he called out Nikki Rahman for walking out of a public hearing. She doesn't care about safety. She doesn't care about anything. At least Mayor Bass pretends to care. Nervous laughter.
Food, all the employees have to eat inside. They can't risk going out. That's why all these beautiful restaurants are closing, because it's so unsafe. So before we require city workers to go back into any buildings, we need to enforce the laws on the street. Councilwoman Rahman is talking about safety, yet when animal rescue activist Rebecca Corey came in and said the dogs are being tortured and abused on the streets of downtown, she walked out of the hearing. She doesn't care about safety. She doesn't care about anything she's talking about. At least Mayor Bass
Bass pretends to care.
Mayor
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Pratt isn't an ideologue. He's just using common sense to oppose politicians that burned his home down. Policies that Bass and Rahman both support. I don't know if he has a real shot, but LA voters would be crazy not to take a chance on him. What do you have to lose? President Trump said, right? Famously in 2016. What do you have to lose, black voters? I don't know. This guy somehow managed to be a once in a generation talent, or if the LA Dem bench is really that shallow. Spencer Pratt is surprisingly effective, direct, polite, prepared for tonight's debate. The other two have a history as their enemy because everything they've done has been a catastrophe, and he can totally win this thing. Let's go ahead and look here. What do the polls say? The polls now have Spencer Pratt. Polls now have Spencer Pratt up, skyrocketing actually up to 21%. Karen Bass at 41. She's collapsing. Nikki Rahman also sort of like spiraling at 31%. So there are some major splits in the betting markets. Man, there's no split when it comes to the internet. Ain't nobody saying Karen Bass would be good or Nikki Rahman would be good. Ads like these going viral. Let them eat cake. The absolute total state of the Democrat collapse in California, and Spencer Pratt being called on in order to fix it. Wild. And Joe Rogan. Ask Commissioner Gordon. I'll take it. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? It's a wild time out there. We're going to see a Spencer Pratt mayor of Los Angeles. That would be incredible. And we're here for it. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.